All right, I think we're going live here. Sorry, this is my first time. I had a little bit of technical difficulties today with the channel. Uh, Phil had some issues with his Wi-Fi, so I'm going to be doing this keys video here myself. I'm getting kind of set up here because I wasn't fully prepared. But anyway, so I'm going to get into the keys for the for Week 16 against the Jets. We just saw a dismal sim, unfortunately, happen for us there in that. In Madden 21, where a lot of our work seemed to be turnovers for the Jets, and not a lot of realism. A lot of turnovers that were pretty questionable. Probably runners that were down, and Madden just seemed to like to do a lot of um, you just give it away, and then when we finally get a turnover, they don't review it. So it was a bit unfortunate the way it worked out. So it is what it is. We'll hopefully we'll see something a little bit better in real life here. But for now, let's talk a little bit about the keys to this game against the Jets. So for our offense, the first thing we're going to want to do in this game is we're going to want to attack the edges, which really actually sets up well running style wise for Kareem Hunt in this game. He's a little quicker to the edge than Chubb tends to be. Chubb's a little bit more of the patient runner, whereas Hunt can get to that edge quickly and kind of barrels to that spot a little bit faster, or gets to that spot a little bit faster at times, which should bode well for us in the should bode well for us in this game if we can get outside of their defensive line, because they're really pretty weak in the edges. The secondary is definitely been decimated to injuries and a bunch of other stuff. So they're not great at tackling. They're not fast, kind of like our secondary of the last, not this last week, but the week before, looks pretty slow against the Ravens. Their secondary is also pretty slow. So if we can get outside of the edges of this defensive line and break contain, if you will, with Kareem Hunt or with Chubb, getting a guy out there potentially like an end around also with Juice or something like that, getting guys out on the edges really and out in space, really we should be able to take advantage of speed outside there and make some big plays happen in the run game. Same thing can be done in the screen game, and it's something that we could definitely take advantage of. Second key I'm going to get into here is going to be really to maximize our favorable matchups. And we're going to have many of them here. Like I already talked about, the secondary is weak. Their D line with Quinn and Williams going out is not as good as it could be, especially against the run. But the way that we're really going to take advantage of some of these matchups in this game is going to be some of the same of what we've seen through this season, with all kinds of different formations and lots of motion. We've done a lot with Jarvis Landry. That's been very successful for us, and a continuance of that in this game will be very effective for us. So I think you should expect to see that here in this game. And that really should help us do well going forward. And then the last key here for the offense is to continue spreading out carries and targets, both in the run game, so between Hunt and Chubb for spreading out the ball, but then also targets. We've gotten the ball the last game. I believe we had 8 different receivers involved in catching a ball out there for Baker Mayfield, and continuing to do that's going to be really big. I mean, obviously, we've seen what Hunt can do with the ball in his hands, and when you put him out in the pass game, that can be devastating to a defense. Again, it's an extension of that matchups that we were just talking about. So that could be really important for this offense and could do a lot of damage. And the more that we spread the ball out to our playmakers, because we got a lot of them, I think the better off we're going to be, because it makes it keeps the defense really second guessing as to what we're going to do, who we're going to target, how we're going to get the yardage, and that plays in our favor. Now on to the defensive keys here. So for the first key I've got here is going to be really just a consistency key. Really playing consistently good defense, not giving up too many plays, and really kind of finding ways to get them into third down situations and then get off the field. And however we get to that point is not really as important as that we get there. If that's because we got a sack, because they got a penalty, because we ended up just making good tackles and good keys on defense. However we get into that place, Just a good consistency on defense. Don't expect a lot of over-the-top balls. That's where Darnold really struggles, is the deep ball this year. And then been a lot of underneath. Been a lot of underneath throws going on. I'm sorry, I had a technical difficulty with my headset here, so I'm not sure if you guys are still hearing me. Hopefully you are. Said it was disconnected there for a minute, but anyway, moving on forward. Hopefully we continue to play effectively on defense and get that consistency going. Second key is going to be pressuring Darnold, making sure that we get pressure in on him and really forcing quicker throws. Darnold has not been very good when he's had to make decisions. So hopefully we'll be able to manage to pressure Darnold effectively with the defensive line, forcing those quick throws. And then that can lead into our final key, which is going to be really take the ball away, getting back into taking the ball. So we need to make sure that we are effectively taking the ball away as much as we can, get back to that turnover game. We haven't seen it in a couple weeks now, and it's, we're kind of due. This defense has been over the season very good at taking the ball away, and we're kind of due for some more of that in this game. I think this is a very good opportunity to get back on track at the takeaway game. Since we've been hitting up special teams, I've got another one for this game, and again, I'm going to hit the clean game, but I'm going to expand that a little bit. I don't want to see any special teams penalties. Also, hopefully, we won't see any missed kicks in this game. I'm not so worried about long kicks. I don't think that's a position that we're going to be putting Parkey in. I'm more so concerned about extra points. That's really where we need him to be making the kicks. And because other things have failed if we put Park in a position where he's got to be making like a 55-yard field goal to win the game. That's not so much a failing on him if that were to miss. As much as it is, it's something that we want to see him making those extra points consistently every time. So hopefully we'll have a clean game on special teams, no penalties, no missed kicks. And then overall, so first of all, we got to take care of business. We got to really live up to that mindset that Stefanski prescribes, the 1-0 mindset. We got to take care of business and show up to the game. Don't let this be it's just the Jets. We saw how that went for the Rams. Rams did not come out very well in that game, and and even though it was a 0-13 team, and sure enough, they lost that game. So just like the every any given Sunday setup, that saying is very true in the NFL. They build this for parity, so any team can win. You just can't let teams that shouldn't win when you're a better team. Stick around. Can't let them be in games because they can take advantage of it, and if you let them. Second key here kind of stems from that, but really setting the tone. Set the tone right from the start, and don't look back. Don't let them into this game at any point. Don't let the game get out of hand at any point either. And then the last key is going to be just, hey, let's play some Browns football. I think we've well established that we have a culture of good football that has been set up in this season. Stefanski has brought a culture. AB has brought in the right guys to fit that culture, and we're really playing a brand of football now that we can, as Browns fans, can be happy about. And as long as we play Browns football, we should be just fine in this game. I don't foresee any issues with the game. Should we play our Browns football? Unfortunately, I'm looking to see here, but I'm not seeing any of the comments. It's not showing up here on my phone. So if you guys do have questions, hopefully Phil's there manning the chat and able to answer some of those questions for you, but I'm not able to see them myself here for whatever reason. So hopefully next time, if we have to revert to this, I'll figure out how to get the chat to show up while I'm streaming. But it's kind of new to this from this perspective because I haven't done this myself. But anyway, so as for score prediction for this one, I see the Browns winning this one fairly handily. I don't foresee us letting up. I see the offense being very productive in this game, and the defense stepping up and doing their job. So I'm going to call this one for the Browns 35-6. But anyway, so we very much appreciate our subscribers. Very much appreciate all your support. No, the Sims haven't been the Giants one was good, but then this last one has been a little frustrating. A lot of other frustrating games this season. But we do support you guys. Do appreciate the support you guys have shown us in the season, and I know I can speak for Phil and that as well. So thanks so much for sticking with us, and we enjoy putting this product out there for you and out on YouTube. So as always, though, I'll sign out the same way we always do. Go Browns!